Fans still lingering, still chanting in Dallas Stadium, several telling Fox 4's Peyton Yeager they didn't want to go. They wanted to stay right there because of the history that had just been made. Security officers eventually coming along and moving the crowd along.
So we've got team coverage right now from Alex Boyer at Dallas Fan Fest and Stephen Dial at Dallas Stadium. We're going to start with Stephen. Stephen, tell us about the experience.
So it was an electric experience. I mean, the second you went in, you felt the vibes. You knew everyone was going to be on the edge of their seat. Everyone was waiting to see that moment, and then it happened. I want you to look at video from earlier. While things were electric, the Argentinian fans singing for most of the match, everyone getting their money's worth, coming, one, to see the GOAT, Lionel Messi, but also to see him make history, and history he did, and then scored another goal on top of that. We talked to fans immediately following that match.
Best time of my life, brother. I can't explain. I love it.
It was amazing. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm so glad I got to be able to do it.
How were the vibes in the stadium?
Immaculate. It was amazing.
The vibes were immaculate. That's the best way to describe it. I mean, every match, this is our third of 9 guys here at Dallas Stadium in Arlington. Every match brings its own energy. The first one last Sunday brought its first energy. It was the first time back in 30 years in Texas. And then the second one, I mean, England just brought their own type of vibe. And then this one is Messi Mania, Messi Magic, whatever you want to call it. History made before the eyes of thousands here in Arlington.
This is just fantastic, and I love it for the people who were there and got to see it and be part of it, right?
It looked like a lot of Argentina jerseys inside, too. It looked like a heavy Argentina crowd.
It was about 90-10. I could be wrong if someone calls me out on it. It was about 90-10 in there.
Fun times for everybody. All right, Stephen Dow, thank you. About the same 90-10 at the Fan Fest, too. As Fan Fest reaction in Dallas to the moment Lionel Messi made history. Fans decked out in their sky blue, packed Dos Equis Pavilion in Fair Park to watch today's match.
All right, and Alex Boyer talked with some of the fans there. Hey, Alex.
Hey guys, you know what I heard Stephen Dial giving you some stats, Steve, on the percentage. I was trying to do some quick math in my head. I think you did it for me. It was really hard to say, but to your point, a sea of those light blue and white jerseys here at Fan Fest. So I want to say it's probably about 98% Argentina that was represented here today, 2% Austria. You know, we were here in place when Messi scored that second goal. Take a listen. So, you know, we've been reporting that here at Fan Fest, it can seat about 30,000 people, give or take. I can tell you that every single seat inside the covered part of the pavilion was certainly taken for those free seats. There was definitely some room on the lawn, but nonetheless, Argentina definitely showed up for Messi here today. We had a chance to talk to some of the fans just minutes after that final whistle was called. Take a listen to what they had to say about their star player making those goals today. What did you think of that game?
Awesome.
What did you think of Messi's performance today?
It was really good. He played really good.
So excited. I'm so happy, so grateful. I can't believe what just happened right now. We are like so nervous with the results. And then at the last minute, Messi, goal! He's amazing. He's God. Thanks. It's amazing.
So you heard that energy, and keep in mind, Steve and Heather, that was probably about 8 or 10 minutes after the actual goal, and still that level of excitement. It's what we come to expect from these Argentina fans. And just like you all were mentioning at Dallas Stadium that folks didn't want to leave, those Argentina fans didn't want to leave. The same was true here. The good news is here for those Argentina fans is they can stay here as long as they want, of course, at Fan Fest and take in the next match that's going on right now with France, and that is certainly what some of them are doing, kind of riding high from that win earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, I think they're going to be riding high for a while. I mean, so great, right?
It was such a strange turnaround from the missed PK by Messi, really kind of out of the norm early, and then blew it up. It was interesting. How they react when that missed PK, I'm curious what they were thinking then. Could you tell?
You know, it's hard to say because you're kind of caught up in the moment, so close to the crowd.
Yeah.
So really kind of the vantage point that we were in is kind of entrenched with everybody around us. So it always kind of feels like an exciting moment. You just don't know exactly at that moment what they're cheering for or against, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.